rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Colleen, please call roll.
Mr. Ambrose?
Second.
Ms. Belcastro? Here. Mr. Bloom? Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Moab?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Dr. Eunice?
Here.
Mr. Zaritsky?
Here. Under routine items, we're going to be looking to approve the voting session minutes from our February meeting. Is there any discussion on the minutes? All right. Moving on, Mr. King. You're all right.
Okay. Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. The bills. Confirm the February 2019 general fund payments in the amount of $1,115,399.18. Number two, confirm the February 2019 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $49,606.83. B, the report to approve the February 2019 part-time review.
Any discussion under the treasurer's report? We're looking if there's any public comment on agenda items only. Prior to speaking, please state your name and address for the record. Any public comment on agenda items? All right, under board policy items, we're looking to approve the 2019-2020 agreement with Nutrition Group, pending review by the solicitor. Anything to add on that, Dr. Berger?
It's RFP time. We went out to bid. I believe we got 2 back with regards to the bids, and Nutrition came in with the best proposal for food service, so that's the one we're doing.
Any discussion? Mr. Miller? Looks like the wheels are spinning. Negotiation items? Any?
Before we jump to negotiations, I'm sorry, there's going to be one more thing added to the agenda for next week to approve the BVIU Beaver County Summer Academy at a cost of $500. All the schools contribute to the Beaver County Summer Academy. That's no increase from what's been in the past. It's something we do every year.
Okay. Mr. King?
Nothing this evening.
All right. Under education items, Ms. Belcastro?
To approve the release time, staff development request, and the charge received at conference in the middle of the individuals and the dates they will be attending.
Any discussion on education items? All right, Dr. Eunice.
The only thing I can say is we're just steady going. Keep chugging away toward the end of the year.
Anything else under technology? Okay, Mr. O'Neill, athletics.
We're going to have one item to approve the following spring coaching position and the stipend pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Kristen Bachman, volunteer assistant. We have another.
I think there's going to be, and I'll have another name for you for a volunteer assistant JV coach for next week as well. That's no cost. That's a volunteer. I'll have a name for you before the meeting. Also, exit interviews for winter sports. That's boys basketball, girls basketball, gymnastics, swimming, and cheerleading. We need a date to do that. Preferably, would like to do it before sometime next week.
Yes, Sam and I'll get together.
So we'll get information out as to what date you pick.
You're going to try to maybe coordinate that with the board meeting day, or?
Yeah, we'll see what is best for everybody.
Okay.
Typically, those start earlier in the day. They usually start them at like 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4, so on and so forth. So I'll make sure we get that information out once you guys settle on a date.
Under extracurricular activities, Mr. Ross.
The only thing I'm aware of, and this has changed, that we just have some FYI field trips listed here. Destination is on the left, middle is the group, and the date is on the right.
discussion on any of those? All right, building and grounds, Mr. Moad.
We just have one item to approve the following building usage requests as listed below.
All right, I know we were talking about rescheduling the building and grounds committee meeting.
Yeah,
Previous to next week's.
that works for me. We'll do 5 o'clock. Okay, so we'll do building and grounds meeting 5 o'clock on, whatever that date is.
Thursday.
21st.
One question on that. That building, Center Grange, the youth basketball, who's running those skills? Who is that? You know?
I find out.
6th grade and under, I think Larry DeVincentis, Dave Kramer, a lot of those guys are in charge of the youth league. I don't know how do they do it.
So those are our people doing that?
Our people. Coach Rassa helps out too with the youth.
Oh, okay. That's all I want to know, if it was our people.
I don't know specifically, but I know those 3 are involved in all of it.
Okay.
I'll find out. I don't know if that's the youth organization or if that's our people running a youth camp. I don't know, but I'll find out.
Mark, I don't see any change orders right now.
No, no change orders at this time. And basically no report, but certainly if anybody from the board would like me to address any questions that they may have, I'm more than happy to do that.
That's the only thing I have. The elevator, the storefront. Is that done yet?
Sorry for Thursday.
Mike can speak to it. I mean, I don't know if you're.
I'm not as knowledgeable with the elevator.
So right now, the elevator needs, the electrician has some conduit that they need to run in order for it to pass inspection. Conduit needs to be run. Once the conduit's run, then the sprinkler guy needs to go and knock his job out. And once the sprinkler guy knocks his stuff out, then the plumber will come in and re-put the sump pump in. So it's a matter of the electrician couldn't get in there this week to do it. I believe they were going to do it at the beginning of next week.
That's correct.
That I'm not positive on. So once that happens.
With that said, where we are in school, are we breaking any kind of law? Okay, we're okay, we're not going to get fined or anything?
No.
All right.
Okay, anything else? All right, under personnel. All right, under personnel, in Mr. Bloom's absence here, number 1 is to approve additions to the 2018-2019 substitute list pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Number 2 is to approve an FMLA request for a secretary from 2/18 to 3/31 of 2019, and number 3 is to approve an intermittent FMLA request for a custodian from 2/25/19 to 2/21/2020. Any questions or discussion on any of those items? Okay, moving to finance, Mr. Ambrose.
Yes, sir. Item number 1, to approve Resolution 2018-07, the 2019-2020 Beaver Valley Intermediate Unit's general operating budget, which totals $1,455,363.
Any discussion under finance?
Any questions about that, Luck? Do we need to know anything?
I think it's so.
Is there any increase?
No,
to the
you're a
budget?
representative, I just don't
No.
want.
No, there's
No, I'm good.
no increase to the budget?
No.
Our cost
there's
is
no increase.
$25,300.
That's
Stays
usually reimbursed.
level.
All right. Mr. McCreary, high school updates?
Yes, mainly just some dates, couple things. A couple weeks ago, we had our school musical. I believe we had the opportunity to attend. It was very well done, and we had, we believe, probably the largest crowds in 3 nights that we can remember. We have Career Day here tomorrow at the high school. That's from 12 to 2:30. All of you are welcome to stop by. We'll be in the library, and then the students will circulate through the entire building for different speakers throughout the day. We have the MORP, which we haven't had in a couple of years, but we do have interest. We're having that this Friday. Monday the 18th is National Honor Society inductions. I know all board members received the invitation for that. That's Monday the 18th. We have a spring concert on Wednesday the 20th. Just a couple other things. Our progress reports have gone out. We're already halfway through the 9 weeks. We did receive some preliminary data on our winter Keystone Keystone exams, and we have shown some growth in that area. And our remediation and enrichment is in full swing in preparation for the May Keystone. So that's about everything at the high school right now.
Thank you. Mr. Dalton, Sparagati?
Middle school, all of you should have received an email this evening from me. We're preparing for the upcoming STEAM Expo, which will be Tuesday night from 5 to 7. So your invitation's in your email down at the middle school gym, so that's K to 12. I believe we have roughly 25 tables set up with our kids showing their different STEAM projects throughout the year, as well as some other outside organizations that are involved with STEAM. Through CCBC, CCAC, I believe PTI, and some other organizations that are going to be attending to support our kids in our expo. Teachers and students are preparing for the upcoming PSSAs. Throughout the remainder of the month of March, we're focusing on career exploration and mental health at the middle school. So this morning, the CTC put on a nice presentation for our 6th graders. Pittsburgh Technical College is coming here in a couple days for our 7th graders. And then towards the end of March, we're going to be sending a bunch of 8th graders up to the David L. Lawrence Convention Center for Careers in Construction and Allied Industries Convention. So we're doing a lot of career and mental health awareness this month. And as far as our school-wide positive behavior and our mentoring program, we'll be getting ready to start the process with our current 7th graders who will be our brave warden mentors for next school year. So pretty busy down the middle school. All's going well.
Anything to add, or do you cover it all?
You got it all.
All right. Dr. Shabandi?
Got lots of good news to report. Wrapping up the end of the third 9 weeks, getting ready for PSSAs. 5th grade students competed at Geneva College for Mr. Presidents, and we had a first place finisher. That was Juliana Kitsko. She was the overall tournament winner, and Carson Haddad placed 4th. Some of these students won at 2 tournaments, so they go to nationals. So those students are Aubrey Grader, Brooke Ladakis, and Juliana Kitsko. So great honor for them. And then Math 24, we had 4th and 5th grade students compete in that at Penn State Beaver. It was a countywide math competition. Todd Lane grabbed 5 of the possible 8 trophies in the county. So 4th grade swept 1st through 4th place out of the county. We sent everyone else home. So those students were Luke McLean, who was 1st place, Riley Kusevich was 2nd place, Capri Schaefer was 3rd, Sam's not here, Italia Sercone, 4th place, Renzo Sylvester, 4th highest points in round 1, and Angelo Lonnie, 6th highest points in round 1. And team members for 5th grade included Aubrey Grader for 3rd place, Olivia Taylor, 2018 champion, Gabby Galatis, and Antonio Vaughn. So really proud of them and their hard work.
Mr. Eimler, anything to add to Dr. Eunice's comments?
Just real quick, we have 12 curriculum groups working right now on digital content. We are some general curriculum alignment. We've got a pretty full schedule between now and PSSAs and wrap those meetings up. Typically, this is the first year that we've decided that we're going to wrap those meetings up for PSSAs so that the PSSAs can be chaperoned on the trip. So just a lot of curriculum work going on.
Good. Dr. Perry?
Everything I had written down, they covered. So I have nothing.
That's a good thing. All right. Is there any board member comments?
I just say congratulations to the academic games and the Math 24 kids. I know there's a lot of work they put into that, and to get qualified for nationals is a big deal. So congratulations to them, and then just congratulations to Ms. Regal and Todd Frosty, Coach Antonio on a great news program. And the crowds were tremendous. Kids worked hard and did a great job.
George, CTC invited us to have one of our board members at their facility to have a board meeting at their facility to show us around. I don't know if we want to entertain that or not. The other thing is,
with that, we'd have to advertise.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. Okay. So they just keep asking extension of that call to school. And also, I'm going to give this board a heads up that there's a good work to plant the seeds. We have our own problems.
Yes.
Money, you know what I mean, to extend that.
I'm sure they'll bring it to our attention.
I think they already probably did.
Did they?
Superintendents.
I'm aware that from a facility standpoint, they feel that there's some needs that they need met. Obviously, all districts do as well. But yes, there's been some preliminary discussion about it.
Any other board member comments?
I'd like to congratulate the girls on a fine season. It's unfortunate they lost in the state playoffs. In fact, their season's over. They just lost 59-29 to Lancaster Catholic. Just another private school or Catholic school out there. You can't compete with them.
Fantastic season. Any public comments? All right. On that note, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Mr. Ambrose, second. Ms. Belcastro. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Sean.